Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross and today I review Back to Black. So this is a screenplay written by Matt Greenhigh and directed by Sam Taylor Johnson, starring Marisa Abele, Jack O'Connell, Eddie Marsden and Lesley Manville. So this is a biopic of the life of singer-songwriter Amy Winehouse, following her in her early days of her singing career, all the way to her descent into drug use and alcohol, and her marriage with Blake Fielder Civil, and her relationships between like her dad Mitch and her grandmother Cynthia and stuff, and yeah, we follow her short-lived life, sadly. So what did I like about this film? Well, I thought this film was great. I mean, the young actress Marisa Abele, who played Amy in the movie, she really did capture the likeness of Amy. Now, when I first saw the trailers, I thought, okay, she looks a bit like her, but once I got watching the movie, I was like, okay, now she looks full on like her, and the way she played Amy was just great. Did she sound like her? Well, I believe she didn't do any miming or anything like that. She actually genuinely sang for the film. I mean, she had good vocals, but yeah, I thought she sang okay in this. I also thought the supporting cast in this, like Eddie Marsden, Jack O'Connell, and Lesley Manville, playing like Jack O'Connell playing her husband Blake, then her ex-husband Blake. I don't really know much about her husband Blake other than that he was also high on the drugs as well, and I was like, I instantly recognised him as Jack O'Connell, cook from Skins. And Lesley Manville playing her grandmother Cynthia. Again, I don't know much about her family and and that, but I knew her dad Mitch was a cab driver who did his own like web show for a while, I think, on the Living website. I don't know if he still does anything like that now, but yeah, he was played by Eddie Marsden, which I thought he did alright in that. But I also like that this wasn't sugared down, because a lot of the biopics that I've seen in recent times, like Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody and Elvis and Bob Marley One Love, they've all had the PG-13 rating, and this one they go full out with the R rating, which I think is needed for this film. And seeing that Amy Winehouse on the surface had a great career. She looked great, she sounded great, she looked happy and everything, but we all know deep down she has struggles like any other person. She obviously had substance use problems and basically problems that any other person would have. And yeah, it was a touchy subject, but I'm glad I watched it. This film's about 2 hours long, and I thought that was a good long enough run. I thought 2 hours was great. It didn't need to go any longer than it did. But yeah, how they showed her life story and that, I thought was great. The ending, now, we don't see anything happen, but it's clearly heavily implied what she is going to do. I mean, I actually remember where I was when it happened, when the news got out that she died. I was at home watching telly, laid on the couch, and then a mate texted me saying she's died, and then I went out to tell mum and dad. It was a shock, but then again, I couldn't be surprised with her drugs and that. and she fell victim to the 27s Club. I'm sure you know what the 27s Club is, like celebrities that have died at the age of 27, which quite a spooky coincidence there with the 27s Club. We got mentions like of Mark Ronson, but yeah, and we know Pete Doherty to be found in the film, even though she had a friendship with him. But yeah, like I say, I'm glad I watched this film, and it just shows that celebrity lives, like any other person's, isn't perfect. They put on a smile, they put on a fake persona, reality shield, and that, and we know that it's not what we see, what they show us, what they want us to see is sadly behind it what they don't want us to see, and yeah, and also it actually made me want to go back and listen to some of her music, which I haven't done for a long time, because she has had some good songs, and she's done good covers as well, classic songs that I like. But this film, the 15 rating, if you're in the UK, is 15. It really helped it because I thought we need to see this whole thing of her going down that road. But in the end, she succumbed to the temptation that sadly got her in the end, which it's a sad ending. But they do close it off with a performance of Marisa performing as Amy to Tears Dry on Their Own. She even does a full scene of performing Rehab, and yeah, we even get a montage of of her career, like Back to Black and stuff. So yeah, Back to Black. What am I going to rate this one? You know what? I think I'm actually going to give this a 5. 5 out of 5 for Back to Black. So yeah, there you go. There is my review for Back to Black. I don't know if this is just a personal thing, because I liked Amy Winehouse's music, and well, I liked it, her songs and that, and how, and her life and stuff. It's just so sad that she had a short life, really. Many of them in the 27s Club. So anyway, yeah, have you seen it? I recommend it if you like Amy Winehouse. So, but do be warned, there is a lot of sex, drugs, and strong language in this film. So yeah, I love you and leave you. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you like, share with your friends, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so feel free to check all that out. I have a horror channel too if you love horror content, so yeah. So until next time, I bid you all a goodbye friends, goodbye.